Hey everyone, how's it going? This is the Stark Lord, or I guess just Stark on the Stark Lord channel. Is my first video. It'll probably be terrible, but whatever. This channel's for Warhammer 40k and other miniature gaming and probably other crap eventually, but we're just gonna start simple. For a little bit about myself, I used to play the Witch Hunter's Codex, this lovely thing, which honestly was okay, and then got replaced with Sisters of Battle. Fortunately, not this Sisters of Battle, and now I messed up the video. That probably is terrible. Unfortunately, we are stuck with this Sisters of Battle, which actually isn't that bad, but let's not talk about that right now. I guess for the first video, I'm just going to talk about one of my favorite models I've done for this army, and I'm going to apologize in advance for the terrible shaky camera. I don't have a tripod right now, and hopefully next video I will. I just, have to run out to like the store and get one, really. So let's just move on real quick. Yes, lovely Citadel thing. I did not buy that. Someone bought it for me. It was very nice of them, but I wouldn't buy it myself. Not a bad product, honestly, but whatever. You can just get a normal cutting mat anywhere, really. The model I want to talk about is Saint Celestine. This is really the first decent model ever painted, and it's mediocre. Well, I think it's okay. So I've gotten compliments on it, but that's probably people being nice. Honestly, this is one of my favorite models in the entirety of the Witch Hunter Codex. I didn't really do much work on the base. I mean, this is all as it comes. Very nice little rocky stuff. I just painted it to match because I was like, you know what, I like the way it looks already. I don't want to mess with it. It's painted, obviously, to match the color scheme of my sister's army. Let's see. I've been playing Sisters since I started, actually, which is why, unfortunately, I chose white to paint them. Quick pro tip to everyone out there. When you start painting an army, don't choose white as your first army color. It is a terrible color to paint if you have no idea what you're doing, which I found out the hard way. I think she came out okay, and I really liked how, one of the models I worked a lot on. I worked on really hard for a lot. Sorry, I'm going to trip on my words now, too. It's not like I haven't thought about this for like the last 20 minutes to try to figure out how to say this right so it wouldn't sound like I do now. Oh well. Just very simple model with a creepy little cherubims. A lot of people like to replace this cape, little creepy babies, with wings. I mean, it's even like that in the Codex. It's a very cool looking thing. But I just kept her classic. Other little thing I did with her is, let's see if we can get this to zoom in a little. Her eyes on her weird looking face. It's actually one of the better sculpts from that time period. It looks really good, not on camera. From 2 feet away it looks fine, but up close it looks kind of warped and ugly, but, it's miniatures for you. I did not paint her eyes. I wanted to have more of that closed eye serene look, which I thought was the kind of the point of the model. Some people, they like to put eyes on everything. I hate painting eyes. I usually avoid it, but specifically with her I did it on purpose. Every other model you see of mine won't have eyes because I don't want to paint eyes. I want her to have eyes closed anyways. Let's see, funny things about this model. I love everything about it. The creepy little cherubs, the cool halo, the awesome sword with its silly flowers. The only thing I have a real problem with is this guy right here. Little bird of doom, She floats all over the battlefield doing all sorts of crazy awesome killing while holding a little pigeon. I just, painted it gray because I was working with a really limited palette at the time. And I just didn't really want to make it look like an actual bird. Mostly out of laziness. I mean, I put a lot of work in the rest of her. I'm like, I'm not making a pigeon. And I'm not painting it white like a dove because it'll just, fade into the rest of the model. But I didn't really want it to stand out because then, people are like, why is she holding a bird? And honestly, I don't know. Well, for her, that's about it. If you play Sisters and you don't play her, I don't know why. At the moment with the current White Dwarf Codex, she's actually pretty solid. And by solid, I mean she's fantastic for like 5 points. She's basically just a great beat stick. Kills everything. Keeps coming back. Never stops. Oh, sorry. Just shook the camera. Let's see. That's about it on her. Again, I'll talk about other models in the future, so I'd start with her. She's one of my favorite ones I did, one of the ones I've worked the hardest on. I'm honestly not a very good painter. and most people can probably tell that by looking after a couple minutes. I spent forever on her. If you see the stuff in the background, see all the other unfinished crap that hopefully I'll get through in the meantime. Otherwise, besides her, let's see, I play Sisters. Also play Imperial Guard. I'll try to show some of that soon. I got a Thunderbolt waiting to be made for some Apocalypse fun. Got Tau, which I haven't touched. Actually picked up about half my Tau army off of a friend who said, I really love Tau, but I don't want to paint them right now. And I'm holding off on them until I get to the new codex, because I really just don't want to work on it all this time and then suddenly say, oh crap, half this isn't legal, or I can make something better if I do this. So I haven't touched them. And then in the background, you see some of my old Inquisitors. This guy on the right is a work in progress. So actually the model that got me into playing 40k made me want to play Witch Hunters. It's a limited edition one from the old codex that came out with the 3rd edition Witch Hunters Codex. I had to buy it off of eBay about a year ago because I was like, you know what, I need this darn model. Other guy's little Inquisitor conversion I did. It's kind of stupid and lame, but it was fun. It wasn't a Mechanicus guy, just gave me, a fake Inferno pistol and a Plasma pistol and said he's an awesome little Inquisitor dude. I don't know. Little silly backpack and all that. If you notice, I'm terrible at basing, which is why he doesn't have one. This is one of the earliest bases I did, and one of the earliest models I did. And, I'm going to redo him again soon, hopefully, because I really don't like him. Well, I don't like his base and his silly oversized gun, because I didn't like his original Inferno pistol. So I cut it off and said, I'm going to give you a Stormbolter, because those are cool, and they're really not. One more recent model that's not finished yet for my Imperial Guard. This is just going to be a Count as Al Rahem, or Rahim, or, sorry, I'm going to say that wrong like 15 times. Very simple guy, pretty much done. I mean, for my Imperial Guard, I'm doing mostly foot guard, I just don't want to put the effort into doing, 100 plus guys really well. Just want to do 100 plus guys decently. So don't expect anything amazing out of those guys. And in the background, I got some Raven Guard I'm slowly working on, and some Death Guard I'm slowly working on. I like anything with the word guard in it, apparently. In the foreground, I've been rebasing this guy for forever. He's one of my Colexis assassins. I love assassins. They're all cool. I hate the fact they're all now only in the Grey Knight Codex, but that's okay. I'm gonna eventually make some other codex anyway, since I have a bunch of crap for that, and I already have one of the HQs because I've had the old metal Inquisitor Karamazov model for years now, and it's about 60% finished for about years now. I'm a really slow painter, especially on things I feel like are important. I always hold off on them. Like, I haven't worked on anything on this table in months. It's kind of bad. I'm trying to rebase my Sisters right now because they're all in lame bases. They're going to try to look like this. Stonework, and this, like, I think it's just khaki. I already forgot what the color choice I made on that is, which is kind of bad. Just to get, like, a sandstone kind of look. They're obviously going to have a little more detail and just painted that color. I mean, just with her, to show I had base work done. I didn't really want to add to it. I didn't want to detract from what those already made on the model, with the ribbons and the stones and her little helmet right there. And, that's about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this terrible ramble for the past 8 minutes and 40 seconds. This is Stark, I guess, signing off.